What up, guys? Paradox back with some more quick but great information on the 3.8 liter motor. So what I have in front of us is what is notoriously known as a burp tube, but technically known as the heater or overflow bypass tube. It's one of these tubes for the Mustangs and these tubes for the F-150s. The reason why we call this one the burp tube is because it's got this 3/8 NPT screw at the top. It's a plug, and all that's for is to burp the cooling system. So when you'd see this, how the cooling system routes throughout our motor is actually going to be from the water pump that brings back and sucks this way. There's veins inside of that come through the block, and it also pulls it out and sends it up this way, up through and in back to the thermostat housing. But when it's coming and pulling out of the motor, that's where it comes through, is the veins in the block and this tube. So anyways, where this tube goes is up to your burp tube cooling system, and what you do is you're able to burp this, but nobody ever really uses that, and when you're doing intakes it gets in the way. So it's almost essential to know what's going on here and swap this thing out when you do intakes, as well as try to swapping lower intakes to get a different water circuit. And so what we're going to do here is look at the different options. Number one is at the bottom of your Mustang, you're going to have this 45-degree 5/8 outlet fitting that is coming up and being sucked down into the water pump, as well as this second line, the hard line that goes around the outside of the Mustang intake. It comes up and it comes out from the heater core outlet side. So this is the inlet side that comes down and attaches to the back of the lower intake. So when the thermostat blows the water in, it comes out this fitting and this fitting. This fitting is going to go up and through your heater core, which allows your car to get hot, and that's how it's able to make heat and everything, blowing through that. And then it's going to come back out through our burp tube, and that's the reason why right at the end you would be able to burp your cooling system. So that's the Mustang lower intake and water circuit in less than 2 minutes. So from here out, what happens is either this thing cracks, or it gets in the way, or it's inoptimal. There's all kinds of reasons, as well as it's hard to come up with. You can't really just buy one of these. Sometimes they're junkyard only, and pretty quick it's going to be that. So what you want to do is you end up wanting to get rid of this piece of junk. You're going to need this tube. So you keep this tube. It's still all OEM. And when you get rid of this thing, you look at the 4.2 F-150 tubes. So I have it in gray because I've painted it, but it's this one right here. It's this Y tube. And what's going on is that we're gonna make the same connections of this circuit. So say this is a Mustang lower intake, and we just had a cracked burp tube or something. We just want to get rid of it. You put in the F-150, you bolt it down, and then what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a tube that goes all the way up to here. And this side, it's gonna be directly the same. So you can actually use this same plastic hose to do that. There's that done. This side, it needs a 90-degree. So I mean, you can do it with the long one, but it's just going to kind of bow up if you don't have the 45 here, or the 90. And so anyways, that's going to be to that outside of the heater core. So when your car is working now, it's the exact same system, but just rigged a little differently. And so this is nice because it opens up when people can't replace that tube. Now they can replace that. It's a plug and play. You need a F-150 tube. This tube works, and then you just need a 45 or a 90 for right here. So when you'd be able to do that, you can switch out to other lower intakes.